The Joy of Creation Ignited Collection, it's on its way and it's looking amazing. So let's get into this game and talk about why it is looking absolutely quality. So this remaster of the original Joy of Creation, which is very, very highly rated and loved by the FNAF community as a whole, has been in development for quite a bit of time so far. And for me personally, this is a good thing. We want it to take more time instead of it being rushed, because this means the game is going to be absolutely amazing and have a high level of quality and polish. And well, so far from what we've received from Nickson on Twitter, it does absolutely seem to be filling that criteria. So in this video, we're going to be looking over the animatronic designs that he has given away and shown off, and also the small bit of gameplay that he has shown for the office segment. So let's get into it. We're going to be starting off by looking at these animatronic designs, because oh my god, the ignited animatronics and this remade version of them is looking absolutely amazing. So let's get into it. We're first going to start off with the chicken herself, Chica. Now, this image that we have here is absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at this. You can see that she's got that broken endoskeleton jaw just underneath, because obviously, you know, there's the top part of the head, the top half of the jaw, and there usually is the bottom half as well, but that has completely rotted away and is now definitely not even a part of her. So it's just the endoskeleton jaw or for the bottom half that you can see hanging out. But look at that. She just looks so rotten and moldy, and it looks extremely like moist and just, it looks absolutely disgusting in the best way possible. This is absolutely amazing, and I also love the detail of the wires. You're gonna notice that the wires as a whole seems to be quite the design philosophy for these new Ignited Collection animatronics. Moving on to the next image, we have Chica in her traditional T-pose stance as we saw her in FNAF 2 with her withered version, and Jesus Christ, I mean, if that isn't terrifying, then I don't know what is. I mean, oh my days, this does look absolutely horrific. I mean, and especially here, I feel like in the head you can see that like the mold, and like it does look absolutely disgusting. It looks like some kind of like virus. Like it looks absolutely horrendous. And then there's obviously, you can see the wires dangling from both of Chica's missing arms. And also, I've just noticed, if you scroll into the image, you can actually see the eye of her endoskeleton just underneath the top half of her jaw. You can see there's an eye in there. I'm scrolling into the image as I record this, and yeah, I can see there's a little eye in there, which is very cool touch. Very cool touch. I also really like the lighting for these photos. That red really does make these animatronics look so menacing. Like, they do look they look terrifying. I mean, you wouldn't want to meet this chicken down the dark hallway, is what I'm saying. I also like how this render doesn't have the traditional phantom eyes on. It just looks so much more menacing to me personally. I don't know if this is just me, but I really do think that I really do like the lifeless look that this gives Chica in this image. Moving on to the next image that we have of the chicken, we have Chica now stood with those once again lifeless eyes, and both of her, well, I would say hands, but they're not really hands. Both of her stubs, and she's got the wires hanging out of it, and it's just staring into your soul. Even without the eyes, you just look at this image and you feel like your soul is being peeked into right now by this absolute abomination. Oh my days. Top quality stuff. The next image we have of Chica is in a bit different lighting. It's got that traditional Chica yellow greeny sort of feel, and it's right up and close this time. You can really see that top jaw and that mouth of Chica with those wires just coming out of it, and just all the metal pieces inside of it and everything, and how disgusting she really looks. This one does have the white eyes, and it's another amazing render of this Chica. And then quickly, we do have this final image that we have been supplied so far of this Chica. She's just off to the right side and she's staring down at us, and yeah, once again, terrifying. It's time that we move on to our second animatronic, which is Ignited Freddy. And wow, I do really love how crisp this render really is, and it just looks so clean. I mean, once again, he's got the endoskeleton jaw hanging out just at the bottom there. He's got the red eyes, which look absolutely amazing, and he's just been wrapped with these wires that are just like broken and worn down. He's just like He's even missing an arm, and the bottom half of his legs are gone as well. Just those iconic metal studs looking things that he had in the original Drive creation. He just absolutely looks amazing. He looks like the iconic Freddy from the Drive creation, but just with that enhanced look and detail. It's just amazing. All these designs are so detailed. This next render of Freddy might be my favorite looking render out of all of the ones that we've been supplied so far, because those eyes that he has just look so menacing, and the way that the image just looks, I mean, that looks amazing. That is like wallpaper worthy right there. That looks so crisp and so clean, like some high definition stuff right there. Once again, you can see that he's been wrapped in those wires, and he's got those, obviously he's got that ear missing as well. I've just remembered on the right side, he's got his ear missing. He's got chunks taken out of him, and just looks overall like really muddied and moldy, which is, you know, not a nice look, but it looks amazing in this circumstance, and those eyes really do fit him well. They look amazing. Once again, another amazing render, but what I find interesting about this one is between all three of the renders of Freddy, he seems to have different eyes in all of them. In the first one, he has the red eyes. In the second one, he's got the phantom eyes. And in the third one, he's got these orange eyes. Now, I don't know whether these eyes are the same as the red ones, but just slightly different because of the lighting, but I think it is very, very interesting the way that he has multiple variations of eyes, or at least in testing so far. I wonder if they will differ depending on certain circumstances in the game, or whether he will always just stick with the phantom eyes. I guess we shall see. Now on to what for me personally is probably one of the most iconic designs from the whole game, and that is Ignited Bonnie, with the iconic face missing such as Withered Bonnie did have. And Jesus, I mean, this guy is just so menacing. I mean, he's got that hand which is just the endoskeleton, and it's one of those fingers broken. It looks like one of them is broken. It's like been bent back, and it looks out of place compared to the others. But yeah, that is the hand he is going to be using to be punching you straight in the face, or so it would seem. And yeah, amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. Once again, he's got the wires dangling down, and he just looks absolutely amazing in this first image. Now moving on to the second one, we see him in a bit different light. He's actually like stood up this time and not kneeling down. His other arm is missing. Yep, so of course that broken, yeah, look, he still seems to be having that broken finger in there as well. That's a very small detail, but it's very cool how not all of his fingers are actually in place. That one's like really weirdly out of place. I don't know what happened to him there, but yep, he's like completely missing his chest pretty much. His endoskeleton is completely exposed there, and he's got obviously the iconic two blinking red eyes. That is absolutely quality. Moving on to the third image, this is probably like, this is such a cool render. He's doing like some weird leaning back thing. You can see his head from like a different perspective. Just that is some great stuff right there. That does look absolutely terrifying. I mean, once again, you wouldn't want to meet any of these Donnies down the back of the dark alleyway. And then here is the final render of the animatronics that we have so far. Foxy has not been announced, so this is all the ones we have so far. And once again, these animatronic designs that don't have the eyes active just give me a different, like, eerie feel to them. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They seem like even more lifeless, and I feel like that makes it even scarier. I really hope that there could be some situations where the animatronics in-game just don't have their eyes active, and it will make it so much scarier, I'm certain of it. Or at least, you know, have the option to. Maybe there's like a hard mode for the game or something like that, where they don't have the eyes and it could be harder to see them in certain situations. I think that would be cool, you know. I think I'm out here giving free ideas, actually. I think Nickson needs to employ me, to be honest. Nickson, mate, if you want to pick me up either for the ideas, man, I'm here. Hit me up. We now move on to the gameplay segment, where we have been shown some footage from the office, and it is looking so good. It is unreal. It's not going to look anywhere near as good because of Twitter compression in the video and everything like that, so it probably isn't going to look as good for you guys, but it is absolutely amazing. So you first start off by checking the cameras. You can see right before he hops off the camera there was someone. You can see eyes in the bottom left. Checks the drawers for a fuse, and then goes around and checks these doors, the pitch black rooms with the flashlight. That is going to be terrifying doing that in game. And then you walk over to what is a completely new area of the office room that was never there before, where you can actually put fuses in and seem to possibly repair the cameras that could have been broken or have the fuses cut out. And right before it ends, you do see what is, I think, Chica running away from you for literally a split second after peeking around the corner. So this is looking to be absolutely amazing, and I'm so looking forward to when this Ignited Collection does end up releasing. Well, this was a quick roundup on all the news that we have so far on the Ignited Collection. There is still no release date, and I don't expect for us to get one anytime soon, but we'll have to wait and see. Well, that's all from me today then. Have a good day, evening or night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one.